Sir, we can start now.
Okay. So we move on to the next subject assigned to me is on scaling up of social impact. First question is why some social enterprises are able to scale up, why others are not able to scale up.
Sir, can I
Yes.
interrupt in between in the
Yes.
beginning?
Yes.
Sir, many of professors are interested in writing research papers and all.
Very good.
So I think while you are discussing all this thing, you may in between can talk about what kind of research questions or research topic can be.
Okay, I'll note down, yes. Certainly.
Hello. Yeah.
You have asked for trouble. Okay. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
All right. So why some social enterprise can scale up and others cannot? You see, it's the first question that we must ask. Let us answer this. Let us take two examples. Selco Solar, which was founded in 95, successful in solar energy requirements of the country have been growing so naturally. However, for 20 years, it has sold only, it has achieved a number of 200,000 homes only in 20 years. So there is a problem. Successful, yes, but scaling up has a certain limitation. Number one. Second example is Seva. Seva was a social innovation. It's still a social innovation. A trade union of unorganized poor women in 1972 was an innovation. 10 years government did not register it because there was no provision in legal rules. The trade union is formed only by employees. This is non-employee trade union. So she had to fight and ultimately Gujarat government 82 mein ho gaya. But Seva then set up several institutions, including a women's bank, etc. So 21 institutions Seva has set up in last 25 years. So overall, you can say successful. But that would be a pedestrian view of success. We must take a researcher's view of success, and that is the view that whether Seva is able to scale up in Northeast, Northern India, or in Central India. Now, once that question is asked, a researcher's question, then there are problems. Seva has faced cultural problems, institutional barriers, government support problems, several reasons why it had limited impact outside Gujarat. Though the model is valid for entire India, even abroad. Same women empowerment is a universal generic concept. It has no geography. It has a history, it has a future, but it has no geography. But then the geography comes in because Seva successful in pocket A, but pocket B में problem आया, pocket C में problem आया. So I think we'll have to ask those questions. Nisha was talking about research. We must ask this question in research that why some are, is same thing commercial enterprise. Take Akshay Patra, founded by Swami or Sadhu Das, Mr. Das, for feeding poor people. In 20 years, they could go everywhere in India. And the technology was imported, and social innovations are scalable and can be scaled depending on the organization structure, governance issues. leadership, because social leadership is very important. Akshay Patra could get into a large number replication. Is replicating repetitive kind of projects, but successful project. Now I'm currently working on a case study on Indian circus industry, which is a 1,000-year-old industry. Circus was before Roman era. Circus was an entertainment, mobile entertainment, animals, human beings performing together. Those days there was no technology, no TV, no Netflix, all those obsessions were not there. So I'm investigating why circus industry has failed in India as a social enterprise, or why it could not replicate it. I'll give you data. In 1991, we had 300 companies doing circus shows in India, very popular. Because computer things had not come in 90, TV was limited and all that. But in 2020, we have only 22 companies of circus companies. Why? The analysis so far suggests that child artists were banned in 2011 by Supreme Court. The children should not be employed in circus industry. A child right activist is. So one group of NGOs working, another group of social enterprises. So this is among and between social enterprise. Both are social enterprises. Child right organization is a social enterprise. Circus is a social enterprise. But they are working in a conflicting direction. The second problem came in 2005. Animals were banned. The animals cannot be performing. Again, NGOs specializing in animal rights. अब ये राइट्स का चक्कर इतना चला है कि बड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा है. तो सर्कस एक्चुअली डाइंग प्रोजेक्ट इन इंडिया. But there can be not only social enterprises, as cultural, social and legislative barriers in replication. I'm also doing a case study on Barbie industry. Some of you ladies must have in your earlier days played with Barbie doll. I'm very fond of Barbie. I don't have one. So send me one if you like. A Barbie doll, why Barbie doll project, which commercially successful in America and other countries, did not succeed in India. Why? I'm working on that project right now. You may find it a bit strange, but I have a habit of engaging in research in areas which people don't do research. Because in research, I have to ask inconvenient questions without expecting convenient answers. That is research. तो बार्बी का कर रहा हूँ, उसमें भी मुझे लग रहा है कि प्रॉब्लम है. Also microfinance, take microfinance. SKS Microfinance in Hyderabad was a celebrated success story 25 years ago. Both husband, wife, employed as managing director, CEO, etc. But the model that time and under the World Bank and American, that is where your Bangladesh project also ran into problem in 2001. And the Grameen Bank changed its model to for profit. Muhammad Yunus worked up to 2001 not for profit. That's why he had to resign as chairman of the Grameen Bank in 2003. Then he also advocated for profit. Not profit, for profit. However, the generic understanding remains now. Microfinance was created for poverty alleviation. But here, SKS expanded beyond their terms of reference. Big numbers, big targets. They reached 20 lakh stakeholder groups. Whereas in the same period, Seva, Ila Bhatt, reached only 11 lakh stakeholders, though she had a better leadership model and all that. Why? This is the difference in scaling up in hurry to achieve number, geographical, functional. I got 2,000 customers today. That number game caught up with SKS, and ultimately a regulation came thanks to SKS mischief. We have a regulation on now microfinance last 15 years. And, I'm doing a project with somebody on microfinance, so I'm asking her to write on this that how scaling up of microfinance is not a very realistic or feasible, because it was not meant to be scaled up in such a large way. I mean, little bit expansion here and there doesn't harm anybody, but you don't become a multinational. They're listed company. They want to be listed company, and you want to draw money from resources from abroad. Now, that kind of ambition, then you become a commercial entrepreneur. You cease to be a microfinance. So whose poverty are you removing? Promoters' poverty or poverty of citizens, stakeholders? So again, stakeholder theory will conflict here. Now, therefore, the scaling has to be very careful. Really, it's a strategic thing. It is not just a routine. Somebody drafts a memorandum and policy is spread. No. So let us examine scaling from that angle after giving these examples. So what is scaling? What is scaling up? You are scaling up social outcome, social impact. You have to define social impact, not in numbers, but in terms of creating value. And those 5 capital I said, environmental capital, ethical, social, human, and intellectual. If you have created 1 or 2 or 3 of these 5 capital, then you are on your way to empowering yourself, creating a capability to scale. Because scaling requires capacity, just not some branch set up here and there. It doesn't work. A commercial bank can set up branches because they have resources, they're expected to rural branches and all those things. But a social enterprise has to be very, very clear and careful why it is scaling up. It's not routine. It's again innovation. Scaling itself is innovation. So what is the social impact? And that social impact depends on moral intensity of an issue. How urgent, how legitimate is the issue. If you can wait for 10 years, then I don't have to venture into that right now. But already if the country or economy or society or one group of society is suffering because there is neither public policy nor any institutional design, then I must intervene as a social enterprise, an intervention, a voluntary intervention. It is not created by a public policy order or government order. Nobody can force you to set up a social enterprise. The second part of scaling is diffusion of knowledge. Now, this is the critical parameter. This is the real key success factor of scaling. If I decide to scale up my project like Seva or whatever, Akshaya Patra, am I really able to create a platform for diffusion of knowledge? Now IT is available, various support systems. Can I really diffuse knowledge? Let me give you the example of ITC eChopal, which is a case study in strategic management. But still, it is how farmers, even Delhi, the Doordarshan TV also has a Kisan channel. How farmers on IT platform are enabled to see the prices, procurement, various quality parameters. Now, the farmers' portals, even the Supreme Court Committee on Farm Bills have set up a farmers' portal for complaint, registration thing. So IT has helped a platform, create a platform for participation. And participation and involvement will help diffusion of knowledge. Now, this diffusion is outside the scope of social. When it was created, it was for a limited community, local area. But now, the same problems exist in Andhra Pradesh and Orissa. Now, how do I really address this? So you go into geography of it. and the anthropology and the sociology of it. Because this is very important that unfortunately in Indian research, Nisha has asked me to talk on research also. In Indian research projects, I find a very serious, and I told AICT in one or two meetings, my board, when I was the director of MDI, I had a chairman of AICT, my nominee, invitee. I used to tell chairman AICT that we must insist that faculty brings in multidisciplinary perspective. अब क्या हो रहा है कि इकोनॉमिक्स वाली फैकल्टी रिसर्च करती है, पॉलिसी पे नहीं काम करती है. वो कह रही है कि पॉलिसी पॉलिटिकल साइंस का सब्जेक्ट, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ये एक गलत, दिस इज वेरी रॉन्ग अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ पॉलिसी. So sociologists and anthropologists have worked on microfinance, but Indian sociologists and this thing, they don't work. Now Aadhaar card, now it is a political sociology subject. Why economics area faculty or political science faculty will not do research on Aadhaar card? IIT Delhi, one lady is doing research on Aadhaar card, sociology of Aadhaar, not only economics and finance. My point is research is to be diffusion of knowledge can take place in a social enterprise and should take place because legitimacy demands it. Stakeholders may demand it. Therefore, it will work. Gender, caste, so many issues when you talk women entrepreneurship or rural empowerment of women, all those things. No, it is gender and caste is a reality in India. We can't ignore it. So if you have to break these barriers, then scaling up becomes a necessity for projects giving services and products in this market. So the third reason why you need is that social innovation. Innovation must spread, diffuse. Innovation cannot be kept in Bombay or Goa. But innovation must be an enabler. People must benefit from innovation. Whether they're in Assam, Guwahati, or Calcutta, it is not important. How do they gain from such innovation? This is, I think, the open source system, for example, a PDF file, PDF drive. I'm not very good at computer, but I still look at these innovations that these are meant to be public domain. You see, this is public good. It's not a private good. Radio or broadcasting. Where Doordarshan tha, now all sorts of channels are available. The nuisance, Netflix, those, everything is available. Now there is excess of information overload. Dr. Pranjal will note this. There is so much information overload, companies can't manage it. Individuals can't manage it. So I have seen researchers in MDI downloading PDF but never reading those files. So I said, why are you doing this? 50 PDF फाइल अलमीरा में औरतें कपड़ा रखती है, ज्वेलरी रखती है ना. आई एम सॉरी लेडीज, आई एम गिविंग एग्जांपल. ये अलमीरा में रखने की चीज नहीं है, पढ़ने की और यूटिलाइज करने की. So IT has been misused, abused, and misunderstood, and that is why social science research, social enterprise research must acknowledge that diffusion of knowledge must be very important, because my innovation must reach Kerala to Orissa to anywhere. It's not necessary that some of the finest NGOs were set up for people from Kerala who have gone to Orissa. If you've heard of KVG, Gram Vikas, GVK, sorry, Gram Vikas Kendra, that was set up by a Kerala-based entrepreneur, and he went to Orissa to set up this project. And he has successfully replicated this. So cross-cultural value creation becomes an instant case study of this. Then there is one research project that I would like to do, but of course I have limitations. I am retired now, but I'm not tired. I can still do research. Is that what are the individual factors in the decision to scale up? See, organizers I can understand. Institutional I can understand because they've got resources, they've got strategy, they've got manpower. But social enterprise, one or two or a group of similar social enterprise, say solar project or drinking water project, they cannot, or waste disposal, garbage disposal, they cannot individually, what are those factors? Individual factors affecting decision to scale. Very critical. I think there's no research in India right now. We must try and do it. Next is that in scaling up, what is the moral intensity? What is the urgency? A Jessica Lal case, if you take two ladies who were young women working in a multinational firm as legal officers, when this Jessica Lal case happened, they resigned, formed an NGO, a small NGO, and these two ladies eventually won the case. What can be a better example of social enterprise formation? Because it was urgent, it was immediate, it was relevant, it was legitimate stakeholder management. So we have, for example, take Legal Services Authority of India or Legal Aid for the Poor. These are social enterprises, these are social innovations, free legal services. Use it. So stakeholders have now platform, lawyers collective, lawyers for you. Legal education, legal counseling, all these things are now becoming a reality which was not there. You can't afford a costly lawyer every time. So you have to go to these like doctor on-site consultation. Precto, PRA, CTO. You go to website and say, I want an ENT doctor. It will be online, you consult. So in Corona time, online consultation may help you. So the technology is only a facilitator, but how to use it, how to benefit, now it depends on the stakeholder. You can't say that I've got a computer so I can do everything. You can't do everything. So this is empowerment is limited. What is the moral intent? What is the intensity of social issue? Then a mode of scaling will come on that. Should I be collaborating? Should I be diffusing? Should I be promoting new product? What should I do? That will come later. But first you say what is the intensity, urgency and legitimacy of my intervention as a social enterprise. And I am doing this work on circus industry because Europe, it is still going on despite new technology. Despite new technology, TV and other things, Europe में circus चल रहा है. Russia, which was the original circus, Russia में भी चल रहा है. So argument that technology has displaced is like saying Walmart और e-commerce आया तो retail बंद हो जाए. नहीं, retail बंद नहीं हुआ है. In fact, retail has benefited. You go to Reliance and Big Bazaar, 50% customers are retailers who are buying 10 kg, 30 kg of material for their private shops. Who has benefit? Nobody is closed down. No retail is ever closed down because of Amazon. These are stupid arguments that large industry will eat away small. Small is always there. What is that? So similarly, circus, why other countries continuing? Why India is only have a problem? So there must be a deeper, there must be certain issues which we have to explore, and I'm trying in my own way how to do this. Very difficult, but we'll do that. Now, then other is that how do I what is the proximity? The next factor in scaling is, do I identify myself as a social enterprise with the issue?
अजिबात मला कुणालाही शब्दांनी दुखवायची इच्छा नाही. कधीच मुलांना तुला माहिती.
Yes, please.
No, sir, yeah, carry on.
If you go to Tripti Desai, she identified herself with the temple entry issue, Sabrimala. In the Supreme Court case. No.
मी कोणाला शब्दांनी बोलत नाही, माहितीये ना.
Please, hello.
नियम सगळ्यांसाठी राहून देणार आहे चांगला.
Neetaji, mute yourself. Others, please mute yourself. It is disturbing. प्रांजल सर म्यूट कर दीजिए. प्रांजल सर.
Okay. Can I continue?
Sir, someone is disturbing. Just wait. Neetaji, mute yourself.
नाही आता नाही देणार.
Hello, madam.
काय करेल 1 तारीख.
Yeah, sir. Yes, continue.
Okay. Now, Tripti Desai is convinced, and it is her advocacy that temple entry should be allowed. Now she is doing it for years. So this is something that she identifies herself with, that particular social issue, and then it goes to Supreme Court, High Court. That's the point is that what is the proximity of the individual enterprise to that issue and how it can be scaled up. Now this is not only Sabrimala, this can be temples across India and therefore across religion. So this is, I think, one example where we can say that individual enterprise can do this, and depends on which way you want to, because we are concerned, as I said in the first lecture, on social outcome, social impact. We are not concerned with numbers. Now, next, let us go to organization. Do we do branches? Do we do affiliation with industry? How do we organize scaling? Because then there are certain ways to organize. For example, one way to scale up is capacity building. Now, what is capacity building? We generally understand as training and development, skill development, attitude development, all those OBHR kind of interventions. So if you do capacity building within a small enterprise and with staff, associates, companies, then scaling preparation can be done in future. Then doing more of the same, scaling. But if you are going to BOP market, bottom of pyramid, then a little more preparation will be required because they're very poor people, communication problem, cultural, so it's a different kind of this thing. Second option for scaling is strategic expansion. Now, this can be new product, new market, existing product, existing market, 2x2 matrix you can construct. Existing product, new market, and new product, existing market. ये four categories. You try to fit in social enterprises in tourism, social enterprise in transport, in any sector, poverty. Take 17 SDG. All these 17 types of social enterprises can be classified into new product, new market, existing product, existing market, new product, existing market, and existing product, new market. This 2x2 matrix will help. This is derived from Ansoff's matrix. Those who are teaching strategic management will know. The point is that if you do this, you will know that then social innovation becomes a new product, new market. Or you are creating a new market. Kerala 20 years ago started bottled tea, but we want something else in bottle. It is too early to talk about bottle. It's only 12 o'clock. But what I'm saying is that we don't need bottled tea. So what the stakeholders want, you cannot unilaterally or superficially decide. You have to really see the market and what gaps. Now women are taking up driving in Calcutta and Ola, Uber or other taxi. Now that is called a success story. So there are limitations. Women cannot do whatever, but still there is an effort to overcome that glass ceiling, that women can fly aeroplane. Why can't they drive Ola car or Uber car? I mean, no problem. But then that conception has to that idea, the resistance to the idea has to be dismantled. I think this is where we are involved. The third option is the contractual partnership, licensing, franchising. You license trademark, patent, all those things. So you license, and then you franchising is that whole business model. My concept is shared with you. But please go ahead. Like your Starbucks, Tata alliances, joint ventures, all those things are happening. Then last is again knowledge dissemination. This is a problem in academics also. I have professors, some of whom I was responsible for appointment because the biodata was deceptive. Biodata are good, but the fellows are not performing afterwards. The point is that even academics, they don't share knowledge. They don't really. I don't know about your institution, but I had a lot of problem in my institution and some of the new IIMs where I have been teaching. The so-called functional area, they don't do team teaching. They don't want to join hands. Everybody wants to work separately. I don't know what is the problem with them. You know, my attitude problem is there, ego problem is. I mean, if you are a genuine academic, there should be no ego. अगर आप कुछ contribute कर रहे हैं तो ego हो ही नहीं सकता. That means you are not contributing. I had a very hard time solving out interpersonal relations because A will not work with B and B will cut C. Now that kind of negative externality prevails among academics also. So how do you expect? Because social enterprise is not supposed to come. It starts competing, becoming big, adding resources, getting listed on stock exchange. Then it is not a social enterprise. Unless it is a corporate social enterprise invited as a participant and then listed on the stock exchange with a large corporation like Birla or Tata, that is separate. But that is by invitation, not by any particular arrangement. Now, let us also see there are risks and tensions, you know, because strategies are required. And then how stakeholders will see my expansion, you know, because they may not agree. The stakeholder thing is a very difficult thing because I may change my preferences after 10 years. Congress supported Congress opposed Jallikattu animal rights in 2011. Now Rajiv Gandhi went yesterday to Madras and participated in Jallikattu because he is in opposition group. You can't have this kind of irrational public policy perspective. That when I'm in power, I will support policy. When I'm out of power, I oppose policy. This is again a very pedestrian, very ignorant way of. If I'm against animal torture, then I'm against all my life. How can I change after 10 years? हाँ आप वेज का नॉन वेज बन जाओ, नॉन वेज का वेज बन जाओ, that is different. But you can't discipline sports. Animal in sports is a public issue. You can't change because you're opposition. Now what I'm saying is political class can do it. Other class of stakeholders can't do this. They have to decide whether they'll buy Maggie from this company or buy Maggie from ITC. The customers or stakeholders will have to find out. Then there are certain other types of issues which I now come to. Scaling up is very important for us because who does it and how? Now, this is another kind of issue that I wanted to discuss. So you can do scaling through formalized relationship or open source, as I said, how IT, but IT can do it. Social processes take time. You know? Like girl child has to be educated, but I have to convince the parents. So the startup time is higher, where social issues are there. But IT it is much less because the innovation everybody wants to use, and that is a different platform. And now the benefits are both to franchisor, to the licensee, that's all right. We'll come to the other part of barriers, because in public policy barriers are also there, and this is also a problem, how to do the barrier analysis in this. But there are three types of, four types of choices for scaling up. One is the functional scaling of business model. You know, you expand your functions, activities. Other is replicate. Third is establish partnership with big companies. And last is in knowledge sharing. You see, one thing I have discussed in CII, SOCHM, and I have not got a very clear answer. NASCOM also, everybody talks of R&D, innovations. Fine, good. I did some work for Department of Science and Technology, DST, Government of India, women scientist, Now the question arises, where is this knowledge? I talked to a chairman of a very large PSU, public enterprise, when I was in that committee. And he gave such a stupid answer. I said, sir, 3 years ago, there was a problem in your company. How have you sorted out? What was the stupid answer? He said, he has joined only last month. And I was shocked from a chief executive of a successful public enterprise. I didn't expect this. You were not born yesterday. You have 25 years experience. That is why you have been selected as to head the organization. You are saying, I joined yesterday. What kind of stupid? That means you do not even know your company you are joining. But joining क्यों किया? What ignorant levels, I am shocked both in private sector. ये हमारा area नहीं है तो management का है. What is management? You are management, vice president, finance. Marketing is part of management. So you may not have powers. But is there? I think this attitude problem creates ignorance also is very widespread. 99% managers don't read annual reports. They don't know enough about their companies. Only newspaper says the company is corrupt, or newspaper says it's in high court, then people wake up. I'm working in an unethical company. तो अब तक क्या सो रहे थे आप लोग? The point is we don't read. We don't know what is the company doing, why the company is behaving like. We don't know. And then economics professor goes to the MBA class and says theory of firm. What nonsense. What is the theory of firm? He doesn't know. उसका कोर्ट केस पड़ा है. I think we somewhere our own attitudes are defective. Number one. Number two is that new ventures, organization expansion, new product, but everybody cannot introduce new product. It takes resources, technology. It is not, unless it is a service industry where at the least cost combination you can create a new product. But very difficult. Then partnership, yes. You can have NGO government, but I think NGO government partners बहुत problem हो रहा है. Foreign funding का problem है. Then they say you misuse funding. So all sorts of issues are getting mixed up. But public-private partnership is a must. See, every ministry maintains a list of 20, 30 NGOs, 50 NGOs. So if you have Ministry of Water Resources, your 50 NGOs are listed there. They have been verified. The point is we don't use this data. क्योंकि एक पब्लिक सेक्टर में एक प्रॉब्लम हो गया. जो कमेटी में मैं था कलकत्ता में, वो कहे लोएस्ट कोटेशन, लोएस्ट टेंडर की बीमारी है. This quotation was only 2 lakh, other quotation is 3 lakh. My previous, the precedent doesn't allow. So 2 lakh was sanctioned. The 2 lakh fellow did not have competency. But मेरे को सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन की क्वेरी नहीं आएगी, ऑडिटर ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं होगा. I have followed my rules. This is the damage to the Indian economy. Least lowest quotation. What is the lowest quotation? I know one IIM professor got a consultancy, small 5 lakh rupees, though it was not his subject. But because he was an IIM, वो हमारे यहाँ caste system है ना, upper caste Brahmin, and so IIM में higher caste है. Though I am a part of few IIMs, but I am not hesitant to say this. तो higher caste को मिल गया 5 लाख. दूसरी कंपनी जिसने 8 लाख किया था, जिसने 6 प्रोजेक्ट किया था उसी एरिया, उसको नहीं मिला क्योंकि वो प्राइस डिफरेंस, कोटेशन वाज हायर. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डिसीजन मेकिंग वी आर डूइंग? ठीक है, आपके रूल है, आपके ऑडिट है, हर जगह पे ऑडिट. द पॉइंट इज सोशल एंटरप्राइज आर स्ट्रगलिंग अगेंस्ट दिस काइंड ऑफ इंडस्ट्री प्रैक्टिसेस. या आपका कोई अंकल है, आपका रिकमेंडेशन होगी, दैट इज आल्सो पॉलिटिकल पार्ट ऑफ इट. So my point is there is a politics involved, there is a pricing and costing structure involved. I have seen in CSR also. People with no experience, fly by night consult, वो अपना बोर्ड लगा दिए CSR consultant. मैं 5 लाख कोट करता हूँ, वो 1 लाख करता है. He gets it. I'm fed up. I'm not even quoting. I'm not interested in consultants. ठीक है, पैसा नहीं मिला तो, but I don't want to do this. There is business ethics. There is a certain understanding. If you want a good consult, you same company pays to Price Waterhouse, EY, 5 crores for audit. हाँ, उसको पैसा देता है. इसको 2 लाख रुपये में उसको प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. I think social enterprises are facing this type of choice problems. That where do I operate? How do I? Can I get support from private industry, public sector? From where do I export projects? And international expansion, social enterprises cannot do international expansion because these problems, resources, budgets, cross-cultural problem, regulation. Very difficult to. Multinationals can do it because they are operating branches everywhere. But peer-to-peer, now IT platform gives you peer-to-peer, that you have facilities, you can have peer-to-peer knowledge sharing. It's not necessary that stakeholder. And I'll close in about 10 minutes, complete this Harikatha. I'll come to barriers, but before that, strategy may एक दो point हुआ. For example, how do I create visibility of social enterprise? I'm not known. So I should be known by products and service, by unique approach, Akshay Patra, whatever. If you see the farmers' agitation, I was shocked to learn that they have indigenous technology. Well, I've been to Punjab a number of times. I've done a lot of studies there. You see, they are very social innovation never mentioned. No theory is applicable. In the highway where they are presently agitating, thousands of them, they have indigenous technology, cookers, vessels, they don't import. 100 kilo vegetable, 50 kilo rice बन जाता है, indigenous technology. Now, no book on social innovation theory has studied this, how this organization, for example, in Punjab, in Gurdwara, they are wonderful. They are doing great service by giving free lunch. Golden Temple, Amritsar, में 2.5 lakh per day lunch, midday meals. How? No Harvard study is doing this. There's no A category, B category. They're doing work, but we don't want to document. I went to Bharat Electronics. I've done their CSR policy long back, 2001 or something, long back, 20. I went to Bangalore, went to the main factory. MD, myself and workers, everybody, officers, general manager, everybody was eating together, one canteen only, you know. तो मैंने पूछा सर आप यहाँ पे हमारे यहाँ हायरार्की है ना कि एमडी का तो अलग हो, बोलता नहीं है कि. Then he explained to me that, about 8,000 those days, 8,000 people eat midday meals. तो मैंने बोला 8,000 का आप चावल के बॉयलर में राइस बना. Which book on social innovation? Who will mention this? It's come from field visit. It comes from interaction with industries also. So I think this is that scaling up social impact, innovation, indigenous. You don't have to import technology for everything. But organizations, temples, etc., feeding people is a social mission. But even then, they need some technology. They can't just cook for 2 lakh people. How do you do it? Roti making machine. Baki machine कैसे आएगा? Vegetable cutting. It's a real challenge that how community, sustainable development, zero hunger and all, that how religious organization in India are able to manage all this, which no multinational has ventured into, no corporate has gone into this. Donation दे सकते हैं, but ये सब करना बड़ा volunteers, all the volunteers, nobody is paid. Like Barefoot College in Rajasthan, 1972, they did not recruit qualified people. Metric, under metric, class 10, school dropout, they became the faculty members to train rural women, poor women in entrepreneurship. Bunker Roy, one pioneer social enterprise entrepreneur. When the World Bank president McNamara in 85 went and stayed in that village in Rajasthan where Roy was handling this project. Not possible. No country has the record of social enterprise which India has, but still we are able to document wonderful Jaipur rugs, for example. One of the classic cases of social enterprise. We need to document not only success stories, there may be difficulties, failures, temporary setbacks, all sorts of experiences like human life here. It's nothing unusual. We shouldn't be worried about failure. Failures आता है ना. You thought MBA school where everybody passes. हमारे यहाँ 5 फेल हो गए थे तो उसके पेरेंट्स आके रोए मेरे कमरे में MDI में. Sab take a humanitarian. I said, why should I take a humanitarian? Your fellow has not obtained CGPA of minimum XYZ. He has failed. उसमें humanitarian human right कहाँ से आ गए? बोलता उसका फ्यूचर ऐसे, उसका फ्यूचर आप आई एम नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल, उसका ग्रेड नहीं हुआ, फेल नहीं करते हैं. I went to IIM Kashipur, I went to Ranchi when they were established. I taught 5 years. I said fail 10%. इंजीनियर्स में फेल, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी में फेल होते हैं, कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग में फेल होता है, डॉक्टर में फेल. इधर क्यों फेल नहीं होता है? क्योंकि वो पैसा दे रोकड़ा देता है क्या? That is not the criteria. The exam system must screen those who succeed, those who don't succeed. Similarly, social enterprise, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I may fail, so what? Fail can answer. So my point is, we are not able to put this thing in perspective. That's where stakeholder theory comes. क्योंकि स्टेक होल्डर MBA कॉलेज में, MDI जैसी में, उनका एक ही ऑब्जेक्टिव है, प्लेसमेंट. Dr. Pranjal, kindly forgive me, but you are handling placement. You understand what I am talking. इस सब्जेक्ट में आपसे बाद में बात करूंगा. The point is this, that there is a perspective on benefits and gains. For scaling, when to scale, what to scale, how to scale. These are very difficult topic, but this has to be research based. Please, you are all faculty members. This can't be just out of the mind of an entrepreneur. He can't do it alone. You must have a team to do it, like corporate access to private sector, finance, training, capacity building, networking, all those things. The capacity to scale is very important, because we do not understand this, that numbers do not represent quality, like GDP data. Numbers don't represent. So quality may cost more, but ultimately it will be there. Like on some products, you don't have discount. There's no discount. Raymond's, if you see, there's no discount. But to attract customers, they have done second. There is a separate shop for Raymond seconds. Means clothes or material with slight defect is sold at a lesser price. I have purchased one in my younger days, so I know. But there is no discount. Mark and Spencer, you feel stupid if you ask 5 रुपया कम करो. ये क्या गाजर मूली ले रहे हो? आप सब्जी खरीद रहे हो? You are in Mark and Spencer and you are asking for a discount. It's not done. I take it or leave it. Price tag is there. ले लो, ये छोड़ दीजिए. क्या करना है? My point is very simple. That subject. Now let's come to the last part of this. Maybe open to. I like questions more than Harikatha. Barriers. And Selco Solar का example दिया कि so you need dynamic capability, then immensity of the issue. You see, social enterprise outreach, immediacy can be a village or a cluster of villages. But if you want a national scale, like Wipro Foundation or other corporate foundations are doing, then you have to join hands with corporations, big companies, to ensure that Quantitative scaling is done. Number of customers, functional areas, new product, quantitative. Also, you can do political scaling. That is called from delivery to empowerment. अभी गुड़गांव में एक नया कंपनी आया 2-3 साल हुआ, Nutrimol products. What they do is the home delivery of milk in the morning, expensive, more expensive, 15 rupees difference between Amul, 12 rupees between Amul and Mother Dairy milk packets, still expensive. But they give you a free milk quality testing kit. So just once you buy milk, it comes in the morning, you put that instrument and it will show purity of milk, whether it's adulterated pure. Now, maybe the instrument is designed only for this milk. We do not know. Again, the business ethics will come. But the point is that these are some ways of shifting from delivery to empowerment. Let customer find out that milk is good or bad. Why you should? I have packed. Packing mein hai, aap test karo. I think this is some smaller way, but they are still there. Access to resources. Somebody asked the question of institution in the public policy. The same question will come. Are our institutions ready? Regulations ready? Will we allow scaling of products and services? Will they come in conflict with large industry or other interest groups? Because we do not know. We have to ask this question. Cultural and community hostility to new ideas. And this kind of also small enterprises have one difficulty. They don't have reporting and disclosure system because they are not listed companies. So thoda information idhar hai, thoda udhar hai. They are nobody bothered. There are no annual report. There is nothing. I mean, a social audit. Where is the social audit report? In CSR department, I have asked. I was on the Government of India Committee, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, just 10 years ago. And I used to ask the IAS secretary who is retired now, "Bhai, aap social audit to karwao." बोलता है CAG है गवर्नमेंट में और प्राइवेट ऑडिटर्स बिरला में. मैंने बोला वो नहीं करेंगे CSR ऑडिट, सोशल ऑडिट कराओ. वो नहीं किया, अभी तक नहीं हुआ. What to do? Then you are talking of creating impact, scaling up impact, but आपने basic social audit is lacking. We do not know. So we get organization capacity. Some specific NGOs can be interested with this, finance, accounting, or whatever parts we are talking about. But I'm ready for questions now if you have something, because as I said, I can go until cows come home. But let's have some quick questions, then I can continue. Yes, please.
You can write question in chat box also, or you can ask question. Both the way we can take it.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir, there is one question. Sir, you say social process takes time. Like social process takes time, right? Now, scaling up, should social enterprise consider scaling up because it takes time? So to create a long-lasting, sustainable impact, they need to work for a longer period in the particular area. So why should we always consider scaling up of enterprise to see, like Selco? Sir, recently I have interacted with Hande sir of Selco, and he says he is getting more creative satisfaction in Selco Foundation.
Yes.
Even though Selco, and he said now he's known more for Selco, but he is getting more social impact through Selco Foundation, sir.
Yes. Now, see, it takes time, yeah, but then I think so. One method, one strategic intervention is the choice that available is collaboration. That I am X type of social enterprise, and there are 10 others reasonably successful and like-minded. Can we form? Again, I'm going back to IT company. Big Apple, big IBM or big HP. Some of them have a common R&D facilities, common platform, because to minimize the cost of innovation and research. If technology-based companies can come to a common area of understanding for a limited purpose, why not social enterprises? that I have got 10 in India or 15 in India who work in agriculture or green technology or green architecture. Can I join hands with them? If that common agenda is there, perhaps the time cost and process cost can be minimized. The idea is to minimize, you can't do away with the cost. So partnership, but then you see, it's a very good question you asked. I have always said in my lectures, my victims never liked it, but I said it. My faculty also didn't like it. Collaboration is more difficult than competition. अब सबको compete करना है क्योंकि I can break the rules and compete. किसी को 5 करोड़ दिया, किसी को bribe दिया, किसी को कुछ लिखवाया, तो वो तो compete हो गया ना, discount दिया. But आप collaboration करो, बहुत तकलीफ वाला काम है. I have tried myself from MDI institutional level with Europe and America, in India also. I found collaboration is very, very tough. I set up India European Center for 5 years. I was the director there. वो 3 साल 4 साल के बाद वो बंद हो गया. I did program for the World Bank and Asian Development Bank. I'm the only faculty to do it in last 15-20. वो भी 6-7 साल में बंद हो गया. Because I did not see other faculty members or other institutions coming together that all right. ADB came first time in India in 1982. I was given program directorship for 6 people for banking, development banking, financing. But धीरे-धीरे ADB people came, we had evaluation. They just asked me one question before we give next program. How many other institutions have shown interest? I could not answer that. लोगों को ना IIMs में इंटरेस्ट है, MBI कर रही है, हम क्यों जाएंगे? IIM सुपीरियर ब्राह्मण हो गया, मैं तो नीचे था. अब इसका तो कोई जवाब नहीं. आपकी प्रॉब्लम यही है. Even in Delhi, there are so many good institutions, good faculty, but not able to come together that ये मेरा एक common. मैं MDI में जब डीन 10 साल रहा, डायरेक्टर 3 बार, तब मैं एक फैकल्टी मीटिंग में ये कह रहा था, there has to be a common 3-4 agenda on which there is no discussion. All have to work. Like PhD guy. भाई मेरे को PhD के 2 स्टूडेंट आए हैं. MDI wanted incentive, so some director has introduced 35,000 वो PhD का supervision के लिए दे रहा है. तो अब सबको स्टूडेंट की कंपटीशन. That is wrong. PhD is your moral responsibility. If you are asked to guide or supervise a thesis, please do it out of intellectual and moral capital concern rather than getting the 20,000 incentive. Oh. So what I'm saying is that this kind of collaboration is very difficult.
Sir.
आप देख लीजिए ना, FICCI doesn't want SOCHM doesn't want CII. खुद चैम्बर्स ऑफ कॉमर्स में झगड़ा है, तो मैं और आपकी बात कैसे करें? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Any other question on this?
Yes, so Dipali here.
Yes. Well,
So, sir, I have 2 questions to ask. One is with respect to scaling up of social enterprises. So, it was about capacity building. So, sir, can we say that when it is a capacity building where through training and development or involvement of the community in any kind of production or in any kind of product, so can we say that while doing this capacity building, we are also generating human capital, sir?
all right. Community. See, many projects cannot be transferred, both Government of India, public sector, private sector. Even when I have involved community for last 10 years, and now I want to give it to the village committee. Village committee to carry on. So I have other projects. They are not taking because we be surprised and people don't want to be empowered. क्लासरूम में एम्पावरमेंट पे 90 मिनट्स का लेक्चर अच्छा लगता है, लोग तालियां बजाते हैं, लेकिन रियलिटी में ये है. I have seen bank managers, IDBI manager those days in Bombay. The general manager empowered to sanction 20 crore. You will say, इसको जरा मैं MD को पूछ के आता हूँ. MD को क्यों पूछना है? तो 20 crore is power. No, MD को पूछ के. I do not wish to be empowered. Don't give me. But General manager, I am with power to kagaz pe power. I can sanction. But I will ask somebody because I am not very sure. That is a problem. So when I want to, so you're right, capacity building of within the enterprise or across the enterprise, mean to village community, panchayat or whatever is the local people. It can't be only myself as a social enterprise. Now that is called a strategy to create how to social impact develop. If the recipients, देखिए दीपाली लाइफ में मैं हर एक को बोलता हूँ, थोड़ा फिलोसॉफिकल कभी हो जाता हूँ क्योंकि मेरी एज है कि to seek help and to receive help are two different things. You may get help. I give you 5 crore for a social project, but you may not be able to implement it because you don't have the capacity. जैसे आपको लॉटरी 10 करोड़ मिल जाए, तो लोग मैं क्या करूं? I have not prepared myself, so I can receive help from World Bank or I can receive ICSR grant, I can receive AICT grant, but can I utilize it? So I have to read, I have to write, I have to get my staff, I have to read, do some work. ये प्रॉब्लम है कि रिसीविंग हेल्प एंड यूजिंग हेल्प इज अ प्रॉब्लम. तो एम्पावरमेंट तभी होगा व्हेन आई ट्रांसफर सोलर एनर्जी प्रोजेक्ट फ्रॉम बॉम्बे टू ओडिशा टू विलेज कम्युनिटी. भाई अभी आप करो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एम्पावरमेंट. ट्रांसफर ऑफ नॉलेज, नो हाउ, स्किल एंड एटीट्यूड. नहीं तो एम्पावरमेंट तो क्लासरूम के MBA fellows will come and listen to you and go away. उसमें कुछ नहीं है. Any other question? हाँ, please.
Yes, sir. My second question, sir, here when we study about the hardcore grassroots work, like let's take when we speak about CSR activities. So
Yes,
what
yes.
Infosys Foundation or what Wipro Foundation or what activities they are carrying out for the upliftment of grassroots community. On the other side, when we see there are some specific social activists who are doing it. I'm not calling them an NGO, but social enterprise. Like I made a study on the Dasra or even for that matter, Seva, if we say. So they are very much focused on. So sir, how to understand the social impact? Because measurement of social impact of this too, where the foundation and as well as for like for the
This is a
established
subject.
social enterprise is the challenge, sir.
Subject close to my heart. I have maintained a distinction between departmental CSR, corporate foundation, and other institutional format in which CSR, but unfortunately, CSR is mixed up unnecessarily. So CSR does not create social value. Stop. CSR is not in the business of welfare. यही तो लोगों को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. मेरी तो ये दुख भरी कहानी किसको सुनाऊं? 25 साल से बोल रहा हूं. CSR is a limited community service. I am in Birla factory, cement factory, within 20 kilometers. जो आसपास में विलेज है, उसमें थोड़ी स्कूलिंग करूंगा, एक नर्सिंग होम बनाऊंगा, डॉक्टर. आई विल गिव पेरिफेरल nominal activities out of my CSR budget as approved by the board, right? Because my factory within 15, मैं 100 किलोमीटर गुजरात नहीं जाऊंगा. मैं अलीबाग में हूँ. I went to IPCL those days. IPCL तो वो रिलायंस ने ले ली. IPCL था एक जमाने में अलीबाग में. अलीबाग is a nice place, you know that. तो अलीबाग में गया, IPCL को यही पूछा मैं, तो बोलता है वो हम तो हमारे 15 किलोमीटर के आसपास जो कुछ कम्युनिटी हो तक वो करते हैं और कुछ नहीं करते. So let us understand, CSR is a nominal, limited, peripheral, but a social enterprise is rooted in a mission mode, in a larger objective. It wants to create, share, nurture, and institutionalize value. And I think this is the difference between the CSR. Secondly, CSR is a corporate or a budget-oriented, linked, sponsored activity, but social enterprise is an initiative, is a concept which he has created, like Gunj or anybody. So, for example, I'll give you one development alternative. One of the oldest social enterprise in India, 1982, one of the most successful. It has set up its own building. It has constructed its own building without any material, local material. I talked to a lady, I forget her name. She was going to Bastar district of Madhya Pradesh. So I asked him, why are you going? It is very dangerous area because I have been to those districts long back. So she said they want to set up a community radio station. Adivasi, indigenous people, local forest officer, वो सारे use करेंगे. Now, what point was, I was surprised. In those days, I was CSR की इतनी बात नहीं थी, but this is a wonderful innovation that this NGO in Delhi now has set up a community radio station in far off areas where nobody was willing to go. Those days तो technology था ही नहीं, अब तो mobile भी आ गया, पहले तो कुछ landline भी नहीं था. My point is that these are interventions, innovations which make a difference. That in this case, development alternative as an NGO became an institutional social entrepreneur, not individual. The lady was only a manager implementing the project. So I think we have to look at this, that individual initiative, innovation, and entrepreneurship is not available in CSR, is not an act of entrepreneurship. My board has approved 5 items, 2 crore, 3 crore, 10 crore, and I am implementing. That's all. I have not created anything. I have not a new idea. Nothing. It is coming from top down. भाई 50 crore है ONGC, आप CSR करो. तो आप CSR कैसे करोगे? So these are inherent distinctions, differences and limitations. But people are mixing up. मैंने आप कोई भी वेबसाइट में जाओ, गूगल में, यूरोप में तो CSR पे ही बात हो रही है अभी भी. Though it is a pioneering social enterprise. तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम आ रही है कि how to break. I think we need to make way. Similarly, CSR and sustainability are different. जब तक ये आप distinction conceptually clear नहीं होगा, research questions cannot be formed. और research question नहीं होगा, objective नहीं होगा, तो आपके questioner defective होंगे. तो ये problem तो आता है, but I think it's very important that we recognize. It's a good question. We want to make a clarity on this. What is CSR? Just because you have to spend 2% planting tree, what nonsense! It cannot be CSR. How can it be CSR? और ये है कि आपने एक डॉक्टर रखा और 2 नर्स रखी क्योंकि फैक्ट्री के आसपास कोई डिस्पेंसरी नहीं है, फाइन. That much social service for immediate use can be done, but there's no long-term impact. There's nothing like that. But people who are now doing consulting in CSR, they are celebrating stories, and we have done this. I went to Coca-Cola, I went to Pepsi. I didn't get answers. Coca-Cola has a foundation. Pepsi has a lot of money in this. Just to do some scheme doesn't become transformation of society or social value. But right now, I will only answer this much. But if we can certainly interact in future. Anybody else to look at this?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, Saloni here. So you stated that social leadership is an important aspect when it comes to
very
scaling
important.
up.
Yes.
But when you talk about leadership, if the leader is the one who is emerging from the people who are facing the problems and identifies with them, then it's fine. But what if the leader is somebody? I mean, I'm actually aiming to understand how does the community actually identify with the leader? And what are the challenges that come that could emerge in this process?
Good. Now, two ways we can respond to this. One is that a social leader is a distinctive concept. And that leadership has to be demonstrated. Leadership in general has to be demonstrated, whether you're Adani or Birla or Tata. Leadership, entrepreneurial leadership has to be demonstrated visibly. And what is that leadership? I want to make a difference. Once you are committed to the idea of making a difference, that's leadership. Second understanding of leadership. I'm not an OB professor, and I don't wish to be one because there are a lot of problems with OB people. I'm very sorry if there are some OB people here, but I had a lot of issues there. Anyway, the question is, second is that my leadership is able to generate and tolerate different ideas. In other words, a good social leader is one who generates opposition. Supposing I give two ideas, and some people accept, some people reject, I will be a right type of leader if I handle those differences in the understanding of differences and managing the differences within the community. I'm doing work for community. So this is my understanding of leadership, that you provide a leadership where nobody wants to provide. Akshay Patra or circus or anything. Now, leadership can generate opposition, yes, but intelligent opposition, not political opposition. And third, community. How does community perceive a leader? If stakeholders are only concerned with benefit, there's an interest group, then they will not perceive him positively. But if stakeholders are not interest groups, are genuine stakeholders, that's leadership. Because a good leader brings change and manages change. Change is inconvenient. चेंज इज इनकन्वीनियंट. घर में ड्रेसिंग टेबल इधर का उधर हो गया तो लोग चिल्लाते हैं कि इधर क्यों रखा, तो ड्रेसिंग टेबल वही होना चाहिए. अब क्या करें इसको? हाउ डू यू सॉल्व दिस? So whether it is home management or industry management, social enterprise, change, social enterprise is set up to promote a change, and change creates social impact. But I don't want change, then what to do? Now, here comes effectiveness of leadership, that he has to convince, he has to persuade, he has to ensure. So leadership transforms attitudes and culture of community positively. Values, culture, and opinion. Otherwise, what is the use of leadership? Leadership is not designation, CEO, MD, or chairman. That is designation. A chairman of a Birla company is not a leader. He is a chairman. The company X wants him to be chairman. So don't mix up with designation. Somebody said MD is a leader. No, MD is not a leader. In MDI, sometimes faculty used to say director is our leader. I said, no, let him prove it. How director can become a leader just because designation is there? That is the AICTE requirement that every MBA college must have a director. So it's a legal requirement. How is the leader? वो लीडर अपना काम करके दिखाएगा या मैनेज करेगा तब दिखेगा वो लीडर है, ऐसा नहीं दिखता है. Not possible. So social leadership can be perceived rightly if community is convinced of long-term benefit, like educating girl child or managing government schools or primary this thing. We don't do it. And it's question of leadership is accepted to the way in which power is exercised. A good leader doesn't exercise power and authority, but an entrepreneur in a commercial project has to exercise power and authority. A good social leader is also ethical, but a commercial entrepreneur may not be ethical. The ethics is costly. Ethics cost money. Ethics cost mental and psychological discomfort. Ethics is very difficult. हमारे यहाँ business ethics पढ़ाया मैंने IIM काशीपुर में. The first question, 4 years I taught MBA classes. First question in my class was, why should you be ethical? But if I ask the question that what are the consequences of not following ethics, 100 answers will come. But why you should be ethical, उसका वो आंसर नहीं मिल रहा है लोगों को. No problem. So you have to solve those problems. Giving bribe is corruption or taking bribe, or both are acts of corruption. Why Supreme Court has to define? You need to define. We don't worry about the Supreme Court. I think this is a certain thing where certain issue which so CSR cannot go into this. Social enterprise only is entitled and legitimate entity to go into this. CSR has no business with social issues. CSR cannot create legislation. CSR cannot impact public policy. But लोगों का भी एक it's become fashionable कि CSR की बात करने से थोड़ा वो सोसाइटी में बनता है कि ये CSR कर रहा है. I have taught CSR, I have done research. I'm still willing to teach it, but I want to give it a different flavor, a different perspective, because it's not correct to say that CSR is same as social enterprise. Yes. Any more?
Sir,
Ah.
I think it is 1 o'clock and
Oh, it is midday meals.
yeah.
अच्छा.
So we should close the session. If they have any question, they will write to me. Then I can write.
वो तो interaction can be continued. There is no problem.
Yes, yes. So I will write to you. So that's how we can, if they have any question, we can
Yes.
solve the problem.
Yes.
Yeah. So sir, thank you very much for giving us time or giving us such a
अरे भाई हमारी तो तुम माइक्रोफोन दोगी तो मैं शाम तक चलाऊंगा. मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. विक्टिम्स को प्रॉब्लम होगा.
Okay, okay.
My victims may have problems.
No, give me 5 minutes. I will call you.
Huh.
Yeah, sir. So I would like to thank sir, but I would like to invite any participants to give thanks. Since you are studying and listening, so it's better that you should give your understanding, your experience, and thanks to sir, if you wish.
Can I thank sir on behalf of all participants?
Yes, why not?
Sir, Bakshi sir, you have given a very insightful idea about social entrepreneurship. You have talked about public policy. In fact, you have expanded the horizon of social entrepreneurship by including NGOs, all the even corporate social enterprises. So you have brought so many aspects. There could be more than 1,000 research papers could be published only by listening to you, sir. Because you have pointed out so many areas in which we can work out. And so you are a very empathetic person and you are a very sensitive person. Even though you have worked in the CSR areas, you have worked with the corporates, you have been with the esteemed institutions like MDI, IIMs. Still, sir, you have brought a ground, like as Deepali ma'am was saying, you have brought it to the grassroots level. This social enterprise discussion.